The first thing you do is view the video. So
we got the shapes in the bird. Let's say one line is running along.
TikTok video
lines like to do. He meets up with his friend Hansel. Now where they meet, they form an angle. Angles are measured in degrees.
So anyways, you see a video first. That you're going to see a video. After you view the video, which you could review as many times as you want, you're going to see vocabulary cards. Now, on the vocabulary cards, it's different on each lesson. It's usually less than 10 vocabulary cards. All you have to do on the vocabulary cards is you are going to just use the word in a sentence or give an example of what it is. So again, this isn't a lesson you're going to have because this is a 5th grade lesson, but for an acute angle, if you draw a picture of what an acute angle would be, that would be fine. You can, well, I'm not sure if they're letting me draw, but they will let me write a sentence about what an acute angle is. So an acute angle will be less than 90 degrees, but more than 0 degrees. It's small. So something like that. It doesn't have to be, you know, a little bit of the definition and an example of something that tells me you understand it. Make sure you save it. And then, oh, then you could draw. And then maybe you could draw me, like for this one, maybe you just draw a little acute angle to show me, oh, that's what an acute angle is. And then make sure you click save. So what I'll do for this is I'll look at the vocabulary cards and make sure that you showed some understanding of it. So a little sentence explaining what an acute angle is, if that was your card, a little picture to show me it, and that's it. So the vocabulary cards give you the definition. You just have to write a little sentence and give me a little picture of it. After you're done with all the vocabulary cards, you're going to take the quiz. The vocabulary game is a quiz. So I'll show you how it goes here. You're going to, it's like a little game and it has a little music on it, which I don't know how much I could mute without muting myself. But basically you just drag the word to find the right definition. So a figure made by 2 intersecting lines or 2 rays extending at the same point. That would be an angle. So see how it goes there, and then it goes to the next one, rectangle, and it keeps going. So say I got something wrong. So if I said this, it'll tell me right away it's wrong, and then it'll tell me what should be there. So that'll be your next thing, but it won't let you correct it. It'll just mark it wrong. And you just keep going through. All of these those will always go with the vocabulary cards. So, and I'm not sure, let me see if they'll let you. I'm not sure if it's going to let you go back, and I would stay in the vocabulary game when you're doing it because I'm not sure how the points will be scored if you quit in the middle of it. So just go through it, but as long as you do the vocabulary cards, you should be good on being able to do the vocabulary game. After that, you have this read and respond. What the read and respond is that it gives you some text. You can have it read to you if you want. It'll read it to you if you want. So basically like this. They'll read it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can
Space.
There we go. So they'll read the question to you if you want, word for word. So if there's a word in anything that you don't know how to pronounce, you can click on the little book and it'll read it to you. After you read this, you just pick one of these. Now the read and respond here, this isn't graded. It's not graded until you go to the quiz. So the read and respond, you're going to try, like an angle is the space formed between 2 lines when they meet. The size of an angle is measured in degrees. A circle has 360 degrees. Which of these shapes has exactly 4 angles? So if you click on it and you confirm, again, this isn't the quiz, this is just practice. After you do the read and respond, which is just practice and not graded, then you tried the quiz. Now the quiz is graded. Now, just like the vocabulary game quiz, this quiz also you can take over if you don't do well, if I see that you don't do well on it. So again, you go through it. This one will not tell you your score until the end. So I'm just going to go through it really quick. A right angle has how many degrees? Oh, someone else is coming in the room. Hold on. Jonathan. Jonathan's here. Okay, Jonathan, we're in the middle of a lesson, but just listen up. I'm going over what we have to do. A right angle has how many degrees? A right angle, 90 degrees, and so on. So at the end of this, I'll try to get through this quick. A parallelogram is a four-sided shape where both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Yes. How many degrees is in a circle? 360. All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Well, we all know that's true. What kind of angle is shown below? And then you pick, well, that has to be obtuse. Which shape is a rhombus? So you pick the rhombus of here, this guy here. Which of these shapes is not a parallelogram? That would be the trapezoid. Use a picture to answer the question. Which sides of the trapezoids are parallel? That would be A and B. And then which shape is a rectangle? And we pick this one here. And then see how after you're done with the quiz, it'll say submit. So notice you can still go back before you submit. See how I'm going back? You could go back and change any answers you aren't sure that maybe you got right. So please don't submit until you're pretty sure that you got most of them right, because notice it did not show a score yet. So after you submit though, it's submitted. Oh, I got something wrong. What did I get wrong? Oh, it was a trick question. All of the above. I don't like those. Okay. So, but 90%, if you get 60% or better, you're good. It's a passing grade. 90, so you get 90%, 70, 60, anything like that. If you get 50% or anything lower than 60%, 59% or anything lower, I will reset it one time. Let me repeat that to everybody that just came in or the few people that came in a little late. If you get lower than a 60%, you have a chance to redo the vocabulary game quiz, and you have a chance to redo the actual read and respond quiz. One time you can repeat it. After that one time, your grade is locked in. So take your time the first time. It's not going to be impossible questions on here if you really think it out. So let's see, what else? 6 out of 10. Yeah, 60% is 6 out of 10. Thank you, Ms. Morris. I saw your message. So 6 out of 10 would be 60%. Most of the quizzes are 10 questions, and it'll tell you the percent at the end. The vocabulary game varies. It's usually 20 different things to do, questions, but it's not super difficult if you go over the lesson carefully. Just take your time, and then you'll be fine. You're going to have 3 of these lessons every week. So you're going to have 3 lessons. That means 3 times that you're going to have to do vocabulary cards, vocabulary games, read and respond, and the quiz. But it's over a whole week. I will always assign it on Friday. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll put the lesson up. And then I have it that it's due by Sunday at the end of the day. So for example, I wrote a little example down here for you guys. Lessons due by the following Sunday. So for example, I'm going to assign one on Friday, April 3rd, which is tomorrow in the afternoon. After I assign it, those 3 lessons, all of them are due by Sunday, April 12th at the end of the day. So you have over a week if you get started early to get them done, or you could just pace yourself. Do one on Monday, one on Wednesday, one on Friday. They're not due until that Sunday. Again, I'll resubmit you the new quizzes as soon as I see that you got lower than a 60%. I'll resubmit it for you to redo one time. It'll take me usually a couple hours to get to that, but as soon as I see it, I will reopen that. So always check your Google Classroom to see what that's about. Grades are pass fail. I said that already. What I'm going to do with you guys is we're going to meet. I'm going to be on here every Thursday at 11 o'clock for you guys. So I will give you an invitation, probably sometimes this weekend, and it'll say again, meet for Zoom on Thursday at 11 o'clock. So every Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning, you could come on here and ask me any questions you have about any of the lessons. So if you have anything that you're not sure on, just come on here. You could ask me, you could chat it to me. If you don't want to wait till Thursday, you could email me through Google Classroom and I could answer it quicker. I know a couple of you have already done that. And then I'll answer you right away. Even on Dojo, if you have a question, I'll answer you on that. So whatever way, but I will be on here every Thursday, just asking any questions, answering any questions about the lessons that you have. I'm going to stop sharing this and I'm going to stop recording this too. So hold on a second.